You ever walk into a room and forget why you're there? Yeah, that's memory. Not as a miracle of biology, but as a half-baked intern named Todd. He spent the afternoon alphabetizing everything by color, he works 2 days a week, and he smells like weed and printer toner. This isn't a neural network, it's a crusty filing cabinet Todd barely opens unless there's weed money in it. So let's break down memory, how it works, why it fails, and why Todd probably filed your ATM PIN under B for bank stuff. Your brain doesn't remember things, it rebuilds them, like playing telephone with yourself across time. Memories are stored in fragments, sights, sounds, smells, all chucked into different drawers of Todd's cabinet and labeled with Sharpies and bad intentions. Then, when you try to remember, Todd slaps it all together while microwaving Hot Pockets and listening to lo-fi beats on full blast. That's why you'll swear the dog was blue, or your ex texted first, or your prom date wore leather that night. It's not just you. It's Todd doing improv with a half-sticky note and no supervision.
Memory is less hard drive and more Todd, the stoned intern yelling, "Found it," while holding a grilled cheese.
Memory is easy to mess with, especially yours. You can literally install false memories by just repeating them confidently enough. Ask any sibling who's been convinced that they pissed in the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. Plus, memories decay. Fast. If your brain doesn't use it, Todd dumps it. Or worse, he merges it with something he's barely skimmed. That's why your childhood best friend is now a composite of 3 real people in the Pink Ranger from Power Rangers. It's also why eyewitness testimony is absolute fucking garbage. Ask Todd for facts and he hands you a glitter-glued scrapbook made out of ego, cartoons, and weird vibes.
If someone says, "I remember it perfectly," just picture Todd squinting at a coffee-stained post-it and saying, "Close enough."
Forgetfulness isn't a bug, it's a feature. Todd's job is to delete dumb shit so you can remember slightly less dumb shit later. Like where you parked, or that you had that second kid. Your memory is emotionally biased. Todd highlights things that scared you, pissed you off, or made you horny. That's why you forgot to buy toothpaste, but still remember farting in algebra in 7th grade. And half the time, you didn't forget. Todd just never filed it. You were too busy fighting with some podcast to notice where you left your keys. And now, Todd's trying to reconstruct that moment from vague vibes and leftover Taco Bell wrappers.
You didn't lose your memory. Todd was just distracted eating string cheese and yelling at a pigeon.
I feel like my memory's pretty reliable. How about you?
Todd had your childhood filed under unclear for 2 months and left an oversized novelty dildo in your long-term recall cabinet last summer. You don't have memories, you have garbage. Good luck with that. Like and subscribe before Todd replaces this episode with "Charlie bit my finger." Comment your weirdest false memory, especially if Todd was involved.